Here at New Hampshire's State House, presidential contenders line the walls. Over the years, frontrunners and no-hopers have all come to this tiny room to sign up to be in the country's earliest primary, where voters get to choose who they want to be their party's candidate. Contenders just need the right paperwork and $1,000. On Wednesday, the first person to sign up for February's vote was a political unknown, perhaps appropriate in a state where almost everyone feels politically involved. The big names weren't far behind, though. Donald Trump flew in from New York to file his paperwork and drew the biggest crowd of the day. Battling to stay ahead in the polls, Trump has been turning more fire on his Republican rivals.
Marco Rubio has a disaster on his finances. He has a disaster on his credit cards. When you check his credit cards, take a look at what he's done with the Republican Party when he had access, what he had to put back in.
Rubio himself, climbing in the polls, filed the following day, while Ben Carson, Jeb Bush and the rest of the Republican field will follow. Away from the media scrum, candidates are already building up their local networks. This is the Clinton operation in Concord, with volunteers hitting the phones to make sure supporters turn out when Hillary files for the primaries on Monday. They're well aware of New Hampshire's important position.
If there's a setback in Iowa or New Hampshire or one of the other early places, then your candidate loses momentum, and we don't want that to happen for Hillary. And it's tight right now with Bernie Sanders and Hillary, but it's very important to us that Hillary win this because we don't want anything to slow her down. We want the momentum to continue.
Back at the State House, Bill Gardner is the man who's registered presidential candidate since 1976. He defends New Hampshire's traditional early voting date, which some states see as unfair influence, but he plays down the national significance.
It doesn't usually end here. It narrows the field, it winnows the field.
The New Hampshire result may not always pick the eventual winner, but it's done so more often than not in recent decades. The candidates filing their papers here all hope they'll be the ones to win their local party's backing in February.